Good morning. Time to crack open a beer. It's Friday. Hmm. This- Rumble. Yep. All right. Good morning, everyone. Woke up at like 3 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep. Yesterday, I woke up 3 a.m. Could go back to sleep. Woke up at 4 a.m. Went back to sleep. Had to pee a lot last night. Very frustrating. 11/78. I will take that. I want to run that one. Bitcoin down quite a bit. One of the times when, one or two of the times I asked Google, Jonathan in the house, long time no see. How you doing, brother? I asked Google what the price of Bitcoin was, and it was below 116, and I was like, well, that sucks. And I didn't ask about Ethereum. Sometimes I do. Lately, I have been, and I just assumed everything was going to be down. And then I woke up this morning. I got myself a gun. It looks like a microphone check, check. Something's wrong. Something, microphone audio's down. Hmm. Last time I figured this out, a microphone, that's not doing it. Gosh darn it. A microphone check, check. I figured error. Audio's good. Yeah, but the sound is down a little bit. Like people are gonna have to turn the volume up. I figured this out. Microphone. That looks right. All this looks right. Test, test, test. I'm gonna do this. Yes. A microphone check, check. That's not really a microphone. There we go. Microphone. A microphone check, check. Testing, testing. Turned it up some. I'm not really a fan of doing that. A microphone check, check. Something's off. Input settings. I'm gonna have to find that. Stream input. Oh, I think it's this. Here we go. Our microphone testing. Yeah, that's it. Why does that change? A microphone check, check. Testing, testing. I wish that would auto adjust. A microphone check, check. Testing, testing. My apologies. My apologize. I apologize. This device could cause audio application. How are we sounding now? You probably had to adjust your volume on your end. I apologize. Yeah, that's what I look at. is right here. This right here, this down here. You see this going? You want this, when I'm talking, you want this to go all the way up to the red. You don't want it to go past the red like that, but then I have other things going on that should normalize that. There's a whole bunch of slew of places you have to adjust things. It's very annoying. You figure this far an advanced civilization can make this shit easier by now, bro. $121/65. I don't trust these stupid. I have a doctor's appointment today. It'll probably be like 140/90. It'll be like your blood pressure's high. And I'm like, well, I got 2 blood pressure machines at home. It's supposed to be good. And those bitches. All right. I was up a lot of money yesterday on BMNR. Morning, Velez. Top of the morning, Velez in the house. How you doing, brother? Let's get into the stock market. Ding, 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 ding. Pretty upset about Coinbase. White coat syndrome? Maybe. I never really heard of that before, and I was going to ask what that is, but I kind of figured it out on the fly because I'm SMRT. Should have left my Coinbase covered calls on yesterday. I left my Rocket Lab covered calls on, and they are crushing it. We made $250 off that. That was easy money, bro. Shardy B, thanks. DDIQ. I don't know what DDIQ is. Oh, DDIQ, no joke. Something IQ. Dum Dum IQ. Is that what that stands for? Dum Dum IQ? Shardy B thanks Rocket Labs down because Kathy Woods is selling. Oh, double digit. Yeah, pretty much. Link at $18. I'm surprised you're still coming around. Head going green. Let's go. Pretty boring. Never short a dull market. What is this volatility? We're going to discuss Bitcoin and what's going on there. Down a lot. S&P up 9, NASDAQ down 6. Seen Trump and yeah. That's a really weird situation. That's really weird. Really weird situation. Really weird. Really weird. Doing my Rain Man impression. It's really weird. Oh, excuse me. Trump showing up, trying to be a bully and a baby, and like, what? Oh, hey, man, I get this receipt that you spent $3.5 billion or whatever, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know who or what passed that budget, bro, but I feel like, it's not Powell. It's not like Powell said, hey, does Powell just say, hey, we're going to take $3 billion of the Fed dollars and upgrade our buildings? Is it that easy? Only there was a way to find out. The senator next to him was more annoying. My numbers show. Yeah, that's a clown. I'm surprised you're talking about your brother like that, though. I wish you would lower rates. I wish you would fix the bond problem. Idiot. Should have just went with Grok 3. Grok 4 sucks. Takes forever. Bonds down 8 ticks to 113. There is not going to be a rate cut next week. Let's go Link. Is it starting to pump all of a sudden? No. I mean, it's up 40 cents, but it was down. What's your cost basis? Like 1839, 1838? Okay, Grok. Are you freaking broke? Quick answer. I didn't know that was an option. Through its own revenue, it generates income from interest. The 2.5 approved by the board in 2017 was funded through these internal resources. The project aimed at modernizing 1930s era building, addressing safety issues. Saw costs rise from 1.9. So the costs have gone up. That happens with every government. 1809, that's not bad. Costs go up with every government contract because they go out for bids and these companies do whatever, and whoever blows the guy that makes the decision gets the contract, and then that guy gets along with the blow job, he gets an envelope full of money. And then as the project goes, there's just an understanding that there's going to be change orders and, oh, yeah, we found this, that's more money, and then they overcharge. Barnswoggle, P. Horsetooth in the house. Silver platters never age. You see that link I posted on, I found that interesting of why they killed off the kid. We're going to kill the kid. Anyway. So, let's make a big, oh my goodness. It's all smoke mirrors misdirection. Oh, if the Fed would lower rates and, the Feds is spending too much money. Forget about that Epstein shit, bro. That Epstein shit's fake news. Fake news. Fake news. SPX M2 and the stratosphere. Gold down $25. SPX and NASDAQ are now both green. Coinbase down $9. Why? Oh, do they have earnings? No, next week. That's scary. Their earnings are going to be good. They have to be. Their earnings are going to be through the roof. They're making money hand over fist. And their guidance, how could their guidance be bad? They're going to be saying, like, yeah, more and more people are trading crypto. We expect. Same with Hood. When's their earnings? Next Wednesday. So coin is Thursday? Next Wednesday and Thursday. Big days for the T. What about Rocket Lab? Rocket Lab earnings next. Oh, not until August. A week. 2 weeks. A week from Thursday. 13 days from today. I can't believe we're going to be in August already. I think the forecast today is 89 degrees, which is insane. My PG&E bill was still $450, bro. 4 years ago, it would have been like 120. That one has been a steep. In the last 4 years, who was in office the last 4 years? Was it a Democratic president when my PG&E 4X? I'm just curious. That is interesting and funny, and Ricky had no retort. This right here. I did see this get posted. I didn't think much of it. I did because normally I just ignore shit like this. But then, yeah, if you take a closer look, the Democrats posted this. The Democrats I don't know who these people are. Are these? Is this someone that really runs the Democrat? I don't know, bro. But they post this: U.S. grocery prices higher, reached record highs in 2025. Like they're trying to blame Trump, but this skyrocketed between the end of 2020, early 2021. Let's see. So 2021 is when Papa Biden, Dr. Payne says misleading. This may be misleading. I don't know. But the Democrats posted it and it skyrocketed the second they took office. Now, that doesn't mean it's their fault, right? But at the same time, you're trying to prove a point, and the only point you proved is you're an idiot. And then they took it down. They deleted the tweet, but the internet's forever. I did add an emoji. Donkey. I mean, you have to admit that was pretty stupid. It's both of their faults. Printing money causes inflation, and neither will stop. I mean, I've said that. Not only have I said that, I've said at least a million times it's our fault. We're sitting on our lazy ass, demanding that they print money and send us stimulus checks, and then we sit at home. How much, all that stimulus money they printed, bro? Like, what I got, maybe $1,200. Our answer is Bitcoin. Dr. Payne trying hard to take the number one away from Ricky. You're going to have to work a little bit harder. All right, BMNR. I was up like $600 on this yesterday. I think this is still a good play. ETH at 3680. How low did that go? We're not in crypto yet. I can accept that as the system, but how they spend it is where the issue really lies. I've long been never been I'm too old, not someone else's problem kind of guy. I've always been like, especially when it comes to like global warming, I don't want to screw future generations. But now I'm at the point, it's just like, hey, if I'm right about global warming, I'm not going to be alive to see. I'm probably not going to be alive to see that I was right, which I probably am. If I'm right about the way we're handling our debt is going to be an issue sooner rather than later, it's probably going to be after I'm dead. So, F you. It's Ricky's problem. He's in his 30s. F you, Ricky. When you get my age, it's probably going to be 140 out. You're going to need special protective suits. Half the United States will probably catch on fire 6 months out of the year. The whole eastern seaboard is going to be, New York's going to start getting hurricanes. Maine, hurricanes are just going to, super hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, you name it. F you, not my problem. Neither is serious about global warming. Politicians, and we'll never read if global warming is highly accelerated by man, which it almost certainly is. We won't address it because of greed. There's just too much greed to not be an environmentalist. A lot of people get upset or whatever. I'm sorry, it's not rocket science. You produce more greenhouse gases with cars and animals and humans, and then you have a lot less of the stuff that turns CO2 into oxygen by destroying the vegetation. It's common sense. I'm sorry, bro. What we need to do a Manhattan style effort to replace, there's a lot more needs to be done than just replacing fossil fuels. Fire it up, fire it up. What are we firing up? I voted for more green part. I voted for the more green party. Promoted your crypto president. What are you talking about? Can you imagine how miserable and effed up I would love to be able to look through a lens and see what we would be like right now if Kamala was president. We'd probably have the NFL disbanded or and forced to DEI with women and shit. He'd be an extension of Biden. Be pushed out of sports. Rates would be down. That's possibly true. Rates might be down if she was in office. I'm not going to disagree with that. I don't think the stock market would probably be doing as good without the massive dip. I don't know if that things wouldn't be a whole lot different other than she's just a dumb, annoying person to listen to. Like, I would have. You see Powell and Trump at the new Fed building. Awkward. Dr. Payne coming in with some old ass news. Yeah, we've already discussed that. It wasn't awkward. It was more like, what is Trump doing, dude? Oh, that's right. He's misdirecting Epstein. The fact that that's news, between that and Sydney Sweeney on my timeline, dude, I'm about to turn everything off. Yeah, Cambodia and like Thailand or someone are at war right now. And it's not even news. H bar is available on Robinhood. Epstein has no effect on my crypto. I really don't care either. All of it's a circus. It's a three-ring circus. Learn to swim, bitch. You got that reference. Chris would get it, but I don't think Chris is here. Learn to swim. It's a three-ring circus. I don't care about the Epstein list. I mean, I would be interested in it, I guess, but what does it mean if you're on the Epstein list? It doesn't mean shit. Oh, I guess it does kind of mean, or the implication, I guess, is there's no way you didn't know Epstein. I don't know, bro. Like, is it really possible that Epstein, how would everyone involved would have to be a pedophile for the most part? And I don't know, saying that word on YouTube is probably going to get the algorithm all riled up, but you would almost have to know that that shit was going on if you're in a circle involving Epstein, and you're either so that you either didn't do anything to stop it, or you yourself, you know, sub 18. Trump ran on it exposing it. It's just funny now he doesn't want anyone talking about it. Well, he did. He says things to get you to vote for him. And I don't know if he knew he was on the list, or like if he just didn't do his due diligence. And I don't know if he is on the list. I mean, we're hearing the DOJ says there's 100,000 pages with his name mentioned. What does that even mean, though? That doesn't mean much. But I guess what's on there means something. Oh, you're surprised Trump ran on? Didn't he also say what's the JFK and all that? Did that get released? Wasn't that something? Gonna audit the Fort Knox. Whatever happened with that? Huh? Doge? Whatever happened with that? He's been president for 7 months, bro. A lot of campaign promises not coming through, but guess what? That's what they all do. He is very good at telling people what they want to hear and then misdirecting them. I did see someone on Twitter post a really good tweet that, like, I get really annoyed with people saying this is what you voted for. And they're like, yeah, I voted for this, this, and that. I don't agree with everything Trump's doing. So if I got 80% of what I voted for, great. And the 20, like, I do want the Epstein list released, but you're not going to get 100% out of any politician of what they promise. I mean, come on, bro. What kind of crack you smoking? The only reason I even talk politics is because you morons eat it up. Waste of time. How does it make what are the politicians to make my bag go up? I'm a single issue voter. Is Trump, which one, Trump or Kamala going to pump my data bag to the moon? Which one? All 5 of the Backstreet Boys are on the list. Is that true? Dr. Payne's a single IRS, just like, yeah. I mean, I'm not really a single issue voter, but I kind of am. If I'm keeping it a buck, I'm a dual issue voter. I thought Trump would do a better job of pumping my bags, and I can't stand Kamala talking. Can't stand listening to her or seeing her. Those are the 2 main reasons. We needed Trump because Kamala would have never oh no, they would have never got this. And dude, it is actually the Genius Act is actually a really big deal for the United States. It's a really, really, really big deal. Money is trillions of dollars are going to flow into stable coins. And the longer that they drop the ball on that, plus the innovation that's going to come with blockchain technology, innovation and all that, business and all that, we were just straight, the Democrats were just straight retarded on that. At the high end leadership, at least. Several Democrats did vote yes for the Genius Act. So some of them are pulling their head out of their ass. What does that mean for Link? Excellent question. Come on, bro. How many times you want me to cover that? How many times you want me to be a broken record on Link? Link's easy money. I'm not even worried about I don't even check the price of Link. Because I only have Link is Link is hands down the smallest silver platter play I've ever done. I have $1,373 on Link. Link could go to 0 and I wouldn't sweat it. That being said, I obviously want Link to do really well because a couple of you guys did it. And I think it is an excellent play. Ethereum, massive beneficiary from the Genius Act. And Link, the number 1 oracle on Ethereum and other chains, is an obvious beneficiary. A box of ZDs, a little bit, a box and a third of ZDs. Yeah, but you got to realize, like, my previous silver platter, I put 101 boxes ZDs. Good, I put 101 boxes ZDs easy. No, that's not true. It turned into that. I put about 50, a little over 50 boxes ZDs. And then what was before that? Coinbase, I put in 67 boxes ZDs. And that's turned into 300. No, that's turned into, I don't know, 274 boxes of ZDs. I didn't know you were packed. What are you talking about? How do you not? Like, I'm an open book. The reason I posted this is to show you, like, all my trading. This is all my trading in my stock account. Here's the IRA. This is all my trading for the year. Here's the small account. All my trading and profit and loss. I wonder I did wonder this. If I could, I probably can go to year to date. Oh no, I wanted to see, because there was a point where this IRA was down bad, bad, ugly, down 90 boxes of ZDs, bro. If you knew how many boxes of ZDs I had in Ethereum and Bitcoin and Cardano, the old time wouldn't have mind like putting that information out there, but now too many people are trying to steal my money. So actually, I don't have any Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. I sold it all. All my crypto is sold. It's all buried in the desert. All my money's buried in the desert. It's all actually I put it all into Bitcoin. ETH going to the moon. I put it all my money's in Bitcoin. 99% of my net worth is in Bitcoin. And I don't have the seed phrase. It's on a Tangem card. That Tangem card is in a fireproof, one of those fireproof boxes, wrapped in cellophane, and then put into a fireproof chest, buried in the desert. And the coordinates of the location are on a lottery card, a lottery ticket that I have on a refrigerator somewhere. Not at my house. It's on a refrigerator on a friend's piece of property. Cardano? What about Cardano? I am freaking hungry. Hood up. Come on, Coinbase. Let's turn that frown upside down. Rocket Lab. Should I take my money and run like a thief in the night? 150. I've made about 25% in 2 days. I'm gonna let that one continue to run. $70 call. If anything, I should like possibly roll it down. Another 50-cent credit per. Another $250. 15% chance. I'm just gonna let it go. Not get too greedy. Not tinker. All right, Ethereum 3,700. Let's get into crypto. No, we didn't finish the stock market. Man, I'm so tired of being hungry. Tesla 313. MicroStrategy 405. Oh, God candle's loading. Bitcoin moves up, and then everyone like leverages long and gets wrecked. This time is different, bro. This time is different. I don't know if we're gonna get that alt season. Could just be a consolidation, or I don't know. I think with all the Ethereum buying, it is going to continue to heat up. And there's still a lot of institutions buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just got to get the retail sucked in, bro. Jimmy 2341, opportunity loss. UNH has earnings next month or next week or some shit. I wouldn't touch that one. Metaplanet, ugh. Looking like an idiot on that one. Chicken Genius. Palantir 160. It's up today. Man, is this in JT? Gotta be careful. Out there mowing the lawn, his penis might get caught in the blades. It's so engorged. NVIDIA 174, blue skies. The the ego on JT on the ranch today. Kevin is live. Are you Chris in the house? How you doing, brother? Dr. Payne, are you trying to get a lifetime ban? Well, who gives it? Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin can suck my nuts. There's no alpha over there. We talked about on my alpha report that if Tesla did this and oh, by the way, house hack and oh, let's talk about this jet because I'm a pilot, and here's a model of my jet. Fucking idiot. Go buy his courses. Go spend $70 a month to get all of his courses. The Psychology of Money, How to Run a YouTube Channel. Maybe I should get it. Dude's a freaking hack, bro. Yeah, he's smart and he knows some stuff about like the economy, but he's a clown. Stealing, raping you. Rope. That's it. I just screwed myself hard, bro. I just screwed myself hard with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Dr. Payne. That's your fault. AMD 167. Like, I wanted to call this a silver platter. I heard Jason in the house. Long time no see. Good to see you, brother. Why are you going to Palm Springs when it's hot? I posted a shout out for your channel on him. Like, ain't no one paying attention to those Kool-Aid sipping idiots. Aren't going to come over here because you posted a shout out. It was hot as F. Yeah, why do you go when it's not hot? I'm gonna go to that. I bet not one single person. I'm surprised you didn't get banned. Surprised the moderators 10K subs. Yeah, okay. I don't want those idiots over there. A bunch of lemmings that don't know what to do unless Meet Kevin tells them what to do. Let's look at this stupid shit report. Oh my goodness, 2 pages. He must have lowered the font. Nope, still big font. AMD 164 line could trend this to 170. Ah, the genius on that one. Where does he get a 164 line? If it's not a fib, he can go home, bro. Yeah, that 164, just some made up line. You can make up a bunch of lines on technical analysis and make it look like something. Oh, it touched 3 or 4 times the support and resistance. Google's loss of 194 is surprising, along with and ServiceNow loss. Some implications so far. Even good earnings aren't enough to get new highs. Just because you have good earnings doesn't mean you're going to go up. That's always been the case. So mid-range on Tesla, 318 to 295. Usually people buy the dip up to 318. This is what we've consistently seen this year. Is that true? I used to do find and replace all periods and change them font from 12 to 14 and get more pages out of your report. Yeah, and the teacher reading your report and essay was completely oblivious to all your tricks. There's different fonts you could use and shit like that. They know all of it. I'm freaking hungry, dude. Tesla 312. He said it trades between like 298 and 317, 295 and 318. It's been consistently doing that all year. Let's see. April it was 220. So this is what we've consistently seen this year. People buy the dip up to okay. That's this year. It's been between 490 and 220. It went up like crazy on the election and went down on the little spat. And now it's consistently traded between 350 and 290 for 6 weeks. So is he just not even trying on that one? Back when you had to print them out, they could tell. Or they knew, and you could tell. Bitch, you've never had to print shit out. Yeah, maybe 15 years ago. So Midla open yesterday said, well, I don't know why it opened. We said open would sell off after it's run. Oh, that was genius, bro. Point, like you could, that I hate stuff like this because you just say a bunch of things and then what you write about, you highlight. 114 over 82. Maybe they could, yeah. Even, what are you talking about? You still think you're getting away with stuff. You still thought you were getting away with it at the age of 33 or whatever you are. Come on, bro. And that was a horrible report. Waste of effing time. Olympic. Yeah, 82 is kind of high. What are you talking about? 82 is up there. I don't know if this thing's accurate either. All right, let's get into crypto, I guess. 42 minutes in, finally getting in. I mean, there's not going to be much to discuss. Oh, Bitcoin. Let me make up some alpha. Oh, Bitcoin's 115.5. It's down. I said this would happen yesterday. It is consolidating. I did say it's going to consolidate into another bull flag. What's happening? It's clearly what's happening. I even have the line here from the flag. Clearly, this is what's happening, bro. I said this would happen. This is good. This is healthy. Why is Bitcoin down so much? I actually have the answer to that. Ethereum, same thing. This is from the last flag, but same thing. I have the orange line as discussed. I said the same thing would happen. This is going to consolidate into a new bull flag and go up. How long this is going to last? I don't know. Probably for a bit, longer than we want. Maybe into August. Maybe the leg comes sooner rather than later. This is the hope period. We looked at previously this kind of stuff happening. It's actually effing embarrassing that Ethereum's not at all-time highs right now. It really is. It is. This time is different. It is embarrassing that Ethereum's not at all-time highs by now. Ethereum should be up here. It really should. What's your resting heart rate? I don't know, like 70? We can, yeah, that's a Tom doesn't rest. Bitcoin 115.5. Apparently some whale was selling. Oh yeah, I bookmarked it. Galaxy Digital dumped about 900 million worth of Bitcoin, and it's still ongoing. So this started last night. And it's not really, it's, they have like client funds, and there's some whale that some 2011 whale sold a bunch. Like, I don't know why they're selling, why these old ass people are selling. Some people think it's really bullish because it's being bought by new money that it's going to hold, which may be true. So there's that. And then another thing that happens that'll happen is when this happens, a lot of people will start YOLOing into leverage longs. JT in the house. How you doing, brother? How do I know it's JT? Because there's really only two people that come in with the hearts, and JT is the most consistent. There you go, brother. How you doing? You're gonna be feeling pretty good today with your Nvidia and Palantir. But there will be a bunch of idiots that come in and leverage long, and it's just easy money to flush it out real quick. Yes, sir. So we got Ethereum at 3680, holding up pretty good. We got Bitcoin dominance at 61, forming a bear flag, maybe. Eight at 79. Link now below 18. Ondo at $1. XRP 305. A lot of people are talking about how Chris Larson sold a bunch of like 300 million of XRP at the top or whatever. And then I see a lot of XRP bros going like, oh, this is just clickbait, or, all founders sell, or good for him. He deserves the profits. Gonna go see the Fantastic Four.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good, because it's useless now, isn't it?
How was that? He said it was crowded. I have no desire to see this movie. Oh, I like John Malkovich. Zero desire to see this movie. It's just a bunch of Tesla buffet eaters, bro. Wanting to think it's cool to hang out and drive their Tesla. Just a bunch of Tesla Kool-Aid sippers is all that shit is, dude. Which is fine. You probably get shamed if, like, you don't own a Tesla. If you were to pull up in there, they'd probably shame your ass. How dare you, Natasha Lyonne? Isn't that what's her face? Yeah, no one wants to hear her ass. As a U.S. citizen, you aren't allowed to trade with leverage unless you have $10 million labeled. That's not true. What are you talking about? First of all, I can go trade with leverage on Coinbase right now. I can go trade. I've been trading options or leverage. I can trade futures over here, leverage. Not really jumping for joy, just something to do. That's not in the heat. I don't want to go to the casino. Are casinos smoke filled? I mean, they usually get really good circulation, but still. I'm not really much of a moviegoer anymore. I don't even know if I'll watch this when it comes to freaking. I didn't watch the last Fantastic Four. I'm not big into some of these superhero movies. They made them gay as hell, bro. What are these suits they're wearing all of a sudden? like they went backwards in time. It is, dude, I don't know where you're getting your information. No, have a good time. They're classic. You would like them. Bro, you were way wrong on this leverage thing. You can see it all over Kraken asking to self certify. Look into it. Yeah, let's waste a bunch of time. Are you trying to leverage trade on Kraken? How do I even go leverage trade over here? More fun. If I, or wait until you get audited, bro, do you think Tasty Trade's going to give me the ability to trade futures? A stockbroker that's been around for a long time and I traded futures, leveraged futures, leveraged NASDAQ/NQ. Got a notional value of 500 and plus $1,000 that you can trade for like $6,000. That is highly leveraged. I don't know what Kraken's doing or whatever, but I've gone to Coinbase and they have perps and you can leverage trade there. So I don't know what you're seeing. Unlock futures. Let's see what this says. I have read and accept the Ninja. So this is through Ninja Trader. Do you provide trading? No. Do you solicit customers? No. Annual income. Net worth. Liquid net worth. Are you a debtor? No. Trading experience. Futures, stocks, options, funds. Are you a hedger? Why isn't it letting me continue? What am I? Oh. How many years have you been trading stocks and bonds for? 30 years. How many years have you been trading futures for? 20 years. How many years have you been trading options for? 30 years. How many years have you been trading funds for? We'll say 20 years. Continue. Are you a professional? I'm non-professional. I'm professional, but I'm not really a professional trader. That's something that you have to like. You do any of the following apply to you? Member? Nope. Registered? Nope. Employer related? Nope. I have read, done. I have read, done. Straight up lie. I did not lie once on there. You need a big account to trade leverage futures? Well, I did put my net worth in there. I have read and understand. Yes, of course, I read all these documents. Gee, mini Christmas. Please take a moment. I understand. Like, I'm going to be approved for something I don't even want to do. Tell them you're a thriving YouTube channel. Yeah. You guys like Imagine Dragons? Routinely getting 10 likes. I've been getting close lately. Future trading is unlocked. Done. Thank you for that waste of time, Dr. Payne. And I did not put, wait, how much did you say? 10 million or something? 10 million. I did not put $10 million net worth, bitch. Futures trading is unlocked. I don't know where I go to do it. Yeah, anyway, I knew you were way wrong on that. I don't know. You just read something wrong or answered a question wrong or some shit, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But when I said 20 years of trading futures, leverage, 20 years of experience trading futures, leverage. Bro, I opened a futures account at Chicago, I forget the name of it, with like $2,500. And all it was trading S&P and NASDAQ futures. $2,500, bro. They opened the account for me. Didn't ask me my net worth. Yeah, notional value on the S&P back then was probably like 60,000 instead of whatever ridiculous it is now. And the line with where only eligible contract participants are permitted to continue margin trading. I don't know what to tell you. Among others, individuals with more than, I don't know what you did or how you got to that. But I am eligible to trade futures now. Margin. Look at this. I just turn on margin. No problem, bro. It's just a little slider. Margin. Done. You need, oh, here we go. Submit certification. Now we're talking. This individuals must have more than 10 million USD in assets invested on. What is this talking about? I hereby certify that for myself or my institution, I am not an ECP. Individuals must have more than 10 million USD in assets. I am not an ECP. Wait. Eligible are permitted to continue trading. An ECP is defined to include, among others, individuals. I'm going to put I'm not an ECP because I'm not. I don't know what this is going to do. You don't meet the requirements to trade on margin. Yeah, that's a Kraken only thing, bro. Let's see what Grok has to say about this. You too, JT. Have a good one. You gonna eat some pizza? Tell him you have a blue check mark on X. Yeah, I don't think you have to do this on Coinbase. Let's see. Let me go to Coinbase. Manage funds. Spot. Margin. I do know that I can trade Bitcoin over here, which is 5x leverage. This is different than how it's done through Coinbase, though. This is through the CME. I'm not sure. Derivatives. Yeah, so you can trade perps. And I don't have to do shit. I don't know why Kraken's different. That must just be their guidelines. That's not like. My God, Grok. That's not. That's just Kraken's bullshit. Best I can tell. Please now I have to contact support. And yeah, I still have the slider. Bro, ask Grok of being ECP. To trade on margin, you must self-certify under U.S. law, Commodity Act. A key requirement is having more than. You also need at least an immediate pro account. They said ECP is a law. You must, but this just might be Kraken's requirements. I don't know if this is a general law. That you have to pass for all leverage. Obviously, it's not. Kraken requires it. Coinbase does not. Kraken is this is just their risk management. That's all this is. I'm just saying no. This is a law to avoid complex regulatory compliance. Kraken isn't saying you just need to meet ECP, whatever. Coinbase doesn't give a shit. This is not a requirement to trade leverage in general in the United States. That's a requirement to trade leverage. ACP status exempts transactions from certain CFTC protections. You shut off the. I did. I don't know how. What are you talking about? You shout off the mic. You shut off the. You can't hear me. The Empress got me. You shut off the mic. Shut up. What are you talking about, Jason? I didn't shut off shit. Are you talking about Ricky? I can. Oh, you can hear you. You can hear me meow. I don't think I shut it off. I was silent for a second. I was pulling a crypto anger silence. All right, Ethereum 3650. This shit's getting old, bro. Probably just going to be a good time to shut off the charts this weekend. How long do you think you can go without checking prices? You think you could go 24 hours without checking stocks and crypto? How many of just like, it's just a habit now to check your phone nonstop, way too many times a day? I'm bored, or I'm even just watching TV. I can't even watch an episode of Deadwood without scrolling through Twitter, fucking checking Kraken. Such a wasted bullshit. You ready for alt season now, bro? Yeah, but it would be an effort. Not yeah, it would be a crazy effort. You'd probably go into withdrawals. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can go 24 hours without checking Twitter or Instagram. Isn't it? Oh, dude, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted waiting for alt season. I've been ready for alt season. I'm so can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out. Just be a Bitcoin maxi. I really can't. This is probably 5 days in a row that I'm block every Cardano person on Twitter. Yeah, I'm beat down, bro. Beat down. I'm blocking every altcoin, this, Solana, that. Let's see. Well, President Trump, you ought to be talking about Bill Clinton. Yeah, of course. He went to the island 28 times. Yeah, I mean, are we really surprised? Bill Clinton's he's practically dead. How many of you started with caffeine and moved to cocaine? Not me. I've never done cocaine. Definitely not liking the top candle on Galaxy. He's going to give back tariff money in the form of a rebate? Sure you are. Not going to lie, this kind of slaps. See, the Twitter is such a waste of time, dude. I get hardly any value off Twitter. But I spend way too much time thinking. How many people spend way too much time scrolling Twitter thinking they're going to get the tweet that's going to change their life? They're finally going to get the tweet that's going to change their life. I need to write more to catch up. No, you're not. Oh, you lost. I don't know how this shit works, dude. But you lost your hat. I know with your OCD, that's going to. That was loud. Sorry.
I shit my pants. I don't know why. Down at the end of the day, don't trust a fart to say. It won't stop. It's coming out below.
I mean, I love that song, but that doesn't really slap. President Trump said he's considering sending rebate checks to Americans using revenue from tariffs. I mean, if that's true, that would be pretty cool. That would. I'm sick of the Sydney Sweeney tweets, but hey, baby. European, blah, blah, blah. H bar is now live on Robinhood. Not interested, bro. Eric Trump says Ethereum is undervalued. True. Happy Gilmore's now playing. I'll probably watch that tonight, even though I'm not really expecting, like, it's like the original was great. This guy's still in jail. On a scale of 1 to 10, this logo is a 98. Disagree. Kevin he thinks $3,600 per person on rebates. Like, how did he come up with that guerrilla math? That would be if that were to happen, the stock market would fly, bro. Like if that were to come out soon, you would want to load the boat on crypto and stocks. Guaranteed. But that shit ain't happening, dude. 3,600. Um, that's like $3 billion or 36 billion. 360 billion. And that's just 100 million. So he's going to send out $500 billion. How much revenue? I'm immediately proving Meet Kevin's a clown. How much revenue has tariffs brought? I can't spell tariffs though. Oh, so he's saying that we've brought in 500 billion and it's all going to go as a rebate? I doubt that. Quick answer. Jiminy Christmas, bro. And they brought in 100 billion so far. Projected could reach 300 billion by the year's end. So Meet Kevin's an idiot. Best case? More like a not gonna happen case scenario. Not like I'm telling you right now it's not gonna happen. I can guarantee you we're not getting a $3,600 check rebate from tariffs. Ever. Ever, bro. Put that shit on the board. Silver platter. And I highly doubt we're gonna get anything back. Any rebate. Maybe, bro. I do think it would be really smart to take tariff money and send out checks. But $500, they should buy Bitcoin with the money. I don't know if that meets the guidelines. Speaking of that, we're gonna have a report in 5 days. I guess I've been in Ramble Time. I don't know why that shit started. What to say? 110. Eight likes. You guys brought the heat today. High testosterone today, brothers. Brother. Now I gotta pee. Newsom threw money at us in Cali right before this last election. It worked. I'm not even sure. I don't even remember if I got that or not. Wasn't it like a card or some shit? I might have gotten it. I don't remember. My crypto portfolio is down about 30,000. I blame Trump. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Barely. Coinbase trying to make a comeback. Hood's up 360. Let's go. Maybe I should sell some covered calls. No. Rocket Lab down a little bit more, but the calls aren't moving much. One is Northern California. I didn't even know that was a thing. Tom's a Nortino. I don't know what that means. I'm a Sereno. Southern. Northern. Eno. What's the Eno? A style of Mexican music. You just make up a word, bro? I'm not Northern California, by the way. I'm north to you. What's this about? Yep. Yep. He doesn't speak Spanish. He's a Mexican gringo. He's a gramingo. $71 billion Old National. Who? Your wife is good. You're good for you, brother. I knew that because you bring it up. I don't speak it either. I speak. Quiero hacer el amor contigo. ¿Dónde está su escuela? ¿Quién es su? You know, no pink panties. Oh, look, Dr. Payne got your number one back. It worked. You can live out the rest of your day so satisfied. All right, boys and girls, I'm not gonna freaking just stay on the mic just to meet some stupid. Yep, you can retire. E36.4, Bitcoin 115, S&P up 16, Nasdaq up 44, pretty flat. Coinbase trying to make a comeback. Hood up 3.5. Tesla up 9. Nvidia flat, but 174. Palantir, blue skies. Take Trump with you, ETH. Trump 970. Uh-oh. How's Chainlink doing? 1767. Uh-oh. Silver platter. Not looking so hot. It's below the support and resistance line. Uh-oh. Do I bail on my silver platter? All right. Hopefully we get a turnaround this weekend. You all have a great weekend. I mean, I'm not going to be streaming unless some shit pops off. I'm not really expecting anything to pop off. Things need to consolidate for a little bit before the next leg up.